Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Astroneer. We're hanging out on the moon still. We just got the crane and storage for our little trailer ship here, and so I was thinking about going down into the depths to sort of check out what we could find. I'm not too interested in grabbing any research items. I'm mainly looking to get a hold of just general resources. If we can find any aluminum, that would be kind of nice. If we could find lithium or titanium, so I could use the drill, that would also be nice. Aside from that, I'll collect up a bit of compound, maybe some resin, stuff that we're going to need to build items to get to the next planet. Of course, our spaceship is still down in this crater over here. Woohoo! I did not mean to go in to see it. And we still have 2 of our storage pads here, which actually I think I'm going to take back to the base and put on the printer. Yeah. But so we do definitely have things that we could collect. We need, once again, well, I could put these on the storage back here actually. We need at least 1.5 storages of compound, 1.5 of resin, and then various other metals. And lithium is always a plus. So, I'm going to take a trip down into the caves down here. I'm hoping that since this is going to limit the amount that the trucks are able to flip around and fly around whenever I get out, maybe they won't disappear. Maybe. That's what I'm hoping. I'd say one thing for sure, the view is very tight in here. Making our way over some spiny plants right now. Thankfully they didn't stab us through the bottom of the truck. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to find out how the truck behaves now. Yes. So I shift click on that and it's giving me the power. Maybe we should try to take out some of the gas plants before we head over there. We can head that direction. That looks like something we could use the crane on. The drill, I mean. There we go. Alright, so we got all 3 of those. I doubt that we will come up here. Oh, there's something over there. Looks like dynamite, maybe? Yeah, that definitely looks like dynamite to me. Huh. Very interesting. There is some compound here, though. I think I will go ahead and just pick up. What is that? Is that a green plant that's like stuck inside of something? It's definitely terrain, but it's very strange looking. Grab some more of this stuff up. Okay. Got some more in the ceiling right there. Woohoo! That hurt a little bit. I still think that they need to work on the falling on the moon. I feel like that you should be able to fall super far like that and not get hurt because the gravity is so low. Like, I don't understand why it hurts so much to fall such a short distance. Oh, come on now. Gonna get all twisted up on me and crazy weird? Whoa. Pretty big frame drop there. Oh, we've got a ton of those spiky plants on the left side. I think we can make it to the right side over here, no problem. We have gas plants up on the top. But I don't think that they bother us too much while we're inside our vehicle. So as long as we can stay in here, we'll be okay. Oh. Yep. That doesn't really surprise me for some reason. Truck is stuck up in the ceiling. So let's go see if we can take these little guys down off the roof here. Alright. Okay, here's that button. Okay, it is still there. That I was seeing through the wall. It is definitely dynamite. So we'll plop that off of there. Don't mind if I do. Okay. And I think these things we can just wipe out, possibly. Alright. I feel like that's pretty good. Oh. There is still one there, apparently, attached to the ground. Get out of here, you vile creature. Looks like that hole goes down pretty deep right there. I have to see if I can do something about it. There. It's not too terrible. I don't really want to bury that hydrazine, but I don't need it for anything right now, so. See if we can jiggle this thing free. Really having a hard time wrapping my head around this. It is fully just simply stuck in the ground, which is super weird and incredibly inconvenient. There we go. Oh, please tell me. Man, it's hard to tell when I'm in the air sometimes, because it's just so quiet. I suppose that's pretty realistic, though. In space, no one can hear you scream. I think that's the old saying. Alright, come on now. I know this is the moon, but I still don't feel like it should be this crazy. Alright, let's give this a shot and see if we can drill into the roof here. Sure does take its time saving the game. Yeah. So we don't have a light helping us, it looks like. But we are definitely able to dig into this rock here. And I feel like we are collecting these materials, whatever they are. It's really difficult to get a good angle at it. And I feel like the angle is changing. Looks like it's titanium. Okay. Oh, and it looks like it's been storing it onto the storage of the actual trailer here. Yes, let's just fall in. Don't worry. This is the moon, so surely it has to be weird. It can't just be, you know, a regular visit to, wow. Taking that whole ribcage with us somehow. Huh. I wasn't sure that would work, but it totally does. I can jump and get high enough to grab materials. That's pretty cool. Got some more coal back here. It's almost easier for me to just run scout ahead. Got some plants back here, some more stuff over here. Let's go see if we can find out what this is before we come and dig it. It looks green. It's a compound? Green compound? What is this? Astroneer. Okay. That sounds fancy. I have a feeling that I don't know what to do with it, but if we have a little bit, I'm sure that's not going to hurt anything. Okay, so we've got malachite in there. We've got more hydrazine over here. Yep, that seems to be all this is. This is a pocket of hydrazine. Guess it does extend further back into this direction. Ooh. It's a pink gloopy thing on the side of the wall here. Some kind of new research that we haven't seen before. I might take that back with us. It's pretty interesting. Okay, oxygen is getting low. Okay, we've got these guys. Oh, trapped in the hydrazine. I think we'll be able to make it back, but I don't know for sure. It's assuming I went the right direction. Pretty positive this is the way. There's the coal on the ground. Yeah, there's the truck. Oh, we're tethered up. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so let's, especially some of this power we can go ahead and plug in, recharge the truck some. I'll throw on this compound here. Throw some power down on the front truck as well, because it doesn't quite look like it's sharing. Yeah, let's go ahead and chug down this direction. Pick up that astronium and put it on this ship for sure. The ship, the truck, storage. Alright, so it opens up a little bit down here. Hopefully we don't get too tangled up in the coal. It feels like we've made it past. Okay. And getting out wasn't too terrible. This looks like... oh! I thought it was going to be a research, but it was one of those creatures. The astronium can go... on that one is fine. We do have room for this back here. And I feel like... okay, I'm a little bit sad about that. That titanium isn't complete. And so it's just sitting there. I'm not so sure if we're going to be able to complete that. There's some lithium here. Mixed with components. Maybe if we find some more titanium we can finish off that one unfinished little piece right here on the back. Yeah. That does mean that these two on this thing are finished, so we can definitely move those, which is fantastic. I was a little bit worried about that. Well, that's good. I think there was some titanium actually where we started down this passageway. So it's pretty likely that I'll be able to test that out and make sure that it completes the stack there. Alright. This should be pretty much right under the lithium it is. So let's see if we can swirl around. Alright. I feel like this thing is stuck on something that's pretty impossible to find. Because I feel like I'm digging way up there and I'm not unattaching it. Huh. I feel like we only got about one full lithium off there. Yes, we did. And a partial. So that's something I guess I have to be really aware of using this thing. Is how often we get partial pieces. It must be a tiny speck that I can't even see that's hanging out behind here. Oh, is it that little thing? I'll bet it's that little thing. Oh, I wish we had a light up in this direction. I was in the front seat anyways, so... Alright, so there's just a little... oh, come on, camera. Just a little sliver in the blackness here. It's hard to get to because the camera wants to move when I move the drill. It's kind of insane. Nope. It's just gonna make me drill straight into the wall. Okay, I think I hit part of it that time, but it didn't seem to get all of it. Oh well, I'm just gonna have a suspended compound in my world. That's fine. Oh, yep. Some malachite, and that's it for back here. A little bit of power. Okay, And I think that direction was just the pink research was all. So I feel like we are... Whoa. I feel like we're pretty well set to go back the way that we came. Oh, come on now. I'm getting pretty tired of that, to be honest. I'm sure that it's not an easy fix for the developers and all that. I'm sure that they're working on things like this, but it's really not ideal to have your vehicles getting stuck inside the ground. It's really not what you want to see. Alright, yeah, here's some titanium here. So I can try to use that drill to finish off the one stack on the back here. Alright. Feels like we're drifting a bit. Which is pretty unnerving. So the vehicles clearly aren't finished in this game. That's something that is pretty obvious. Okay. Alright, now we're drifting forward. There's nothing up there, so that's fine. Did it finish this off? It did. So that's a full stack now. There's about half a stack of titanium, half a stack of lithium on the crane. Let's take a run up here and see if we can get any of this by hand. I don't think we can. Though we might be able to. Yep, this is regular ground. Oh, here's one. Perfect. Alright. So we've picked up another titanium. These are really fantastic for trading. So we can use it for that for sure. I could gather up a bunch of this hydrazine, but I don't think it's really that important. Let's check out this part of the tunnel. We got some more of these guys. Alright, he did get a spit off at us though. Some more malachite, surprise, surprise. And some kind of a research that we've seen plenty times before. Not really interested in that. A bunch of coal in the ceiling again, coal on the ground here, which is also a very good tradable resource. I believe it's considered a rare resource and it's worth quite a lot. So if I wanted to go on a coal run, this is for sure the direction to go. I could power my base off of generators, which would be pretty cool. It's not something I've ever done before, so it is an interesting prospect. Somehow I didn't realize I had all this lithium on my back. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so there was malachite down there that we dug up before, and then I covered up a hole over here. Yep, that's a rock research. Oh, okay, it's just a seed. So I think that was also copper that I dug up for something else. It looks like this cave is just about explored. Yeah, we were up there already because that's where the dynamite was that we saw through there. So that's pretty good. Not quite as many interesting things as I had hoped for, but it was still pretty dang interesting. I do need to find a decent cave that has pretty good access to resin. I know that I've seen some resin caves in my adventures here on the moon, and I should be able to find something eventually. Yeah, I really went the wrong direction here. I should have gone around the hydrazine. I think I'm just gonna have to get it out of the way now. Yeah. There we are. Now we should be able to skim our way up at this. Over to the left here. Alright. I'm glad the vehicles work when they do. I'm glad that the trailer didn't get stuck back there and we're able to make it out of this cave here. It's very good. Some of these hills I think we're only able to make it because of the low gravity, the way that the vehicle kind of jumps off the ground in places. So that is a bit of a plus. And getting out of the vehicles this entire episode hasn't launched it into orbit, so that's also been a big plus. Okay. Well, sadly we didn't do an amazing amount this episode. It was just a quick cave exploration. But even that's not too bad. I know that next episode I'm going to grab up a bunch of resin and compound. I'll do that between episodes so that you guys don't have to watch that the whole time. And then we'll head over to the next planet, which I believe I want to check out the exotic planet next. I think that one sounds the most interesting to me. So that's going to be the plan. I'll gather up enough stuff to build a base on that planet, and then we'll leave for it and colonize it next episode. So yep, that was a research that we had never seen before, but clearly we've researched everything there is to research in the game. So that's going to do it for this time. If you want to catch the next episode, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.